Instagram has launched a brand new feature called Reels, which is basically their version of TikTok, and it's 15-second videos usually set to music that you can show inside of your Instagram stories and will have its own feature inside of the Explore tab on Instagram. So let's take a look button for button on screen on what we're going to do and talk about how you can use your influences from TikTok to grow what you're doing on Instagram. Inside of your Instagram account, you are going to go up to that little camera app button in the top left-hand corner by your stories, and when you do, you're going to have this up on your screen. You are then going to be able to scroll from stories to live to reels. So we're going to scroll over to reels, and they give you a nice little informational spin about what this is. You're going to click on get started, and then we have the ability to do 15-second videos sent to music in most cases. So let's take a look at some of these buttons. Up top, we do have the music button. So when this pulls up, this is music that you can use that Instagram has permission to use. So they've got a lot of the same ones that you will find over on TikTok, and you're gonna be able to pick what section of the song that you wanna use. Now you can do your own sounds, so if you have the rights to use sounds, you can upload those, or you can be creating them as you are speaking in the videos that you're recording. You also have the ability to upload video that you have done from other locations inside of this as well, but it can only be 15 seconds. On TikTok, we get up to 1 minute. Instagram Reels, 15 seconds, period. So let's just go ahead and I'm going to click on one of these songs, and it is going to play for us here. I'm going to turn my volume all the way down. There we go. And you have the ability to scroll this around, slide to where you want it to be, and it actually tells you the lyrics that it's on, which is really nice. That's something TikTok does not do, but we do have the ability to do that here in Instagram. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna click done. At that point, I'm going to have my video right there so that I'm ready to go. If I wanted to record just like this, I could then hit that little center button with a little clapboard and I would be good to go. But there's some other features we're gonna be chatting about. So I clicked on the next button down. This is the speed. Now this is something that TikTok offers us as well. You can slow down or speed up the audio, the sounds that you're using while you are recording. So if you're creating a lip sync, or if you're creating a dance, or if you're creating something where you kind of really wanna hit the beats of the song that you're working with, slow it down. So you're gonna go to 2 times. I did earlier try 3 times, or 3x. And man, it is hard to function with something that slow. So I typically go to 2x so that I can have those overly animated gestures and movements, and I can get my words straight with what I'm lip syncing to. You can go on 1x, which is the normal speed, or you can make it faster by going to 0.5 or 0.3x. Now, once you've selected that, you can then hit your button and you can do your recordings, or you can go down to filters. And on filters, these are very much the filters that Instagram gives us inside of stories or our live streams. So you can scroll over, you can do different things. I'm just going to pull this one up, and you can kind of see it's got some interesting things going on here. And because you can film in segments here on Instagram Reels, you do have the ability to actually do it in different sections. So if you see, this is kind of an interesting picture-in-picture type thing going on here. And then I could film it for maybe 5 seconds and then switch it to something else. I don't know what these are, so forgive me whatever happens to come up here. I don't know if I want to see that. But there are some interesting filters that are going to come up. And of course you can tap to change things and do whatever it is that you need to do. Then the button below that actually has the timer. So this is what it's going to do, a countdown for you. So let's just say we're going to set that timer here, and then we would be able to record what we're doing. So it does 3, 2, 1. And if I had the music up, I would be able to start lip syncing to it. I don't have the music up, so it is what it is here. But it gave me that segment. So it was set for whatever it was set to, and it stopped recording after that point. At which point I would probably go in and change my filters. So let me go back to one that's obviously very, very different than that. And I'm gonna go down to my timer again, and it's going from 5.1 to 10.1. So it's set at 5 seconds, more or less, but I can change it to whatever I want. Usually you're gonna do that to go with the music if possible, especially if you're doing a video with transitions in it, which is something that TikTok is known for and something that Instagram is going to very heavily try to be influential within their platform as well. So I'm going to set that, and then I can change it if I need to. I can hit that button to record. It gives me a 3, 2, 1 countdown, at which point I have the ability to move around and lip sync to whatever I'm doing or deliver the content that I'm doing. And then I can finish up what I'm doing. So if you look at the top of this, if you look at the very top, you're gonna see that little pink and orangey bar that tells you how much more time you have or how much space you've already taken up versus how much you still have left. Now, you can end it early if you want. At least I think you can. I don't know with Instagram Reels. I actually haven't gone that far. I wonder if I just hit that. Yep, if you hit the little arrow button, it will end your video. So you can actually go back if you need to, and you can add things into it. And let's just one more time, we're gonna grab something here, and we'll see what this pulls up. Let's just see what this is. I don't know what this is. This could be interesting. This is probably a face. Oh, my. Don't I look lovely? So they've got different filters, different things that you can be doing. You can also edit this outside of Instagram Reels, which in a lot of cases I do recommend. I recommend using Adobe Premiere Rush. If you don't want to go with Adobe Premiere Rush, which PS, if you have the Adobe Creative Suite, like Photoshop and Lightroom and Illustrator and InDesign and all of those, Adobe Premiere Rush is free, and it's the best platform to be editing video on. It's so easy to use. I absolutely love it. And it translates from your desktop to your mobile, so you can work in multiple locations. I'll link all that information down below. Best thing ever. So you are going to be able to edit outside of the app and then drag it in. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to record the end of this, and we're just going to see what happens as it continues for this. So when this is done and when this is over, you're actually going to be able to pull it up so you can kind of see right now it's going through what I've already recorded for you, which is not good because I was educating you and not actually doing a reel for this. Ooh. Man, that is something there. And of course, you've got the ability to put text on it. You have the ability to draw on it. You can put GIFs and things on it as well. All those same abilities for stories because this is going to stories and living inside of Instagram stories. It is not an independent part of Instagram. It is living inside of your stories, which means for 24 hours, it's going to hang out inside of your Instagram stories and then it will go bye-bye. So this is very, very interesting. Now, it does get kicked over to the Explore feed, so it's going to very heavily start showing these inside of the Explore feed. So if you do something like this, it is going to get a ton of bang for your book when it comes to organic reach. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit that little arrow button, which moves me forward in the process. And at that point, I can then write my caption. I can write my hashtags, whatever I need to do for that. And you can see how it can go to your stories or it can go to your reels. Oh, and you can also share it to your main feed. So if this is something you want to stick around, if this is something you want to keep, you can send it right on over to your main feed by toggling that little button right there. And you can change your cover as well, just like you can on TikTok. So for this, you're going to want to pick a screen grab from this. It looks like it might just be a solid image as opposed to that little half a second GIF that TikTok does. So it's kind of like a moving image over on TikTok. Does not look like it is like that on Instagram stories. And we are just going to also be able to add in an image from your camera roll. So if it's something that you want to do from your roll, if you want to like make it look nice and match your feed, you can import that in. So that's a little bit different than TikTok. You're then going to be able to hit done. And you can share it to your reels. I'm going to save it as a draft because it scares me to actually post something like that for you guys. But you have the ability to do that in there and you are good to go. Now let me real quick bring this back up for you. We're going to go back into reels one more time because I do want to show you where you can be adding in video from somewhere else. Now for this, you're going to go to the bottom left-hand corner, and on the bottom left-hand corner, you're going to see that there's an image there. If you click on that, you can then scroll through your camera roll and you can pick out the video that you are doing. Pro tip here, if this is something that you have filmed earlier on and you can't find it inside of your camera roll, or if it's something you created on your computer and then maybe airdropped over to your phone, it doesn't always register inside of your camera roll. So if this is the case, have your video editing app on your phone, whether you're using Adobe Premiere Rush or you're using something like Video Shop, just import it and then export it again. That makes it look like it was created directly on your phone, even if you created it somewhere else, and it's going to start registering so that you can pull it up. Now remember, reels are 15 seconds. This is because they go to Instagram stories, which is only 15 seconds for each segment. So you do have to keep it under 15 seconds at this point in time, unlike TikTok where you can go up to 59 seconds and you have the ability to do some interesting things on each different part of this platform. Now we know that with Instagram Reels, you are going to be tempted to use some of the same content that you're using over on TikTok. And I don't recommend this. These are two exceptionally different platforms. TikTok is much more free, much more fun, much more okay to kind of like play and have fun and do weird things and be a little off center of what you're doing for your business. It's more of a community building thing. It's more of a, okay, I see you, you're weird, I'm weird too, let's hang out kind of a place, where Instagram is a bit more polished, a bit more professional. So should you be posting the same content? No, I don't think that you should. You can do a little bit of crossover content, so maybe like a 1/10 of your content you can cross over, but really it's going to be very, very different. Now we know on TikTok, 8 to 12 seconds long is the ideal spot for creating a TikTok to do well on the platform, and 5 to 7 posts per day. So it's really easy to create that content and to get that out there. With Instagram Reels, you get up to 15 seconds. They are kind of banking on you going for that 15 seconds. So I do recommend higher end on that 15 seconds. Obviously, you can't go over that. And I do recommend being a little more polished, a little more educational, a little more entertaining, and a little less of the free spirit that you can be over on TikTok. I do recommend that you are using and leveraging both of these, and make sure you check out the videos I've linked down below on TikTok and on Instagram and Instagram Reels so that you can up your game with what you're doing. Hit that subscribe and notification bell, because we're actually launching into a brand new series all about how to use TikTok. And just because you're not using TikTok doesn't mean you shouldn't be watching these videos, because I am, yes, teaching button for button what you should be doing, but more importantly, I'm teaching how to create content for that type of platform, which involves transitions. It involves how to do delivering your content in a creative way. It involves how to put spins on the really popular things so that you benefit from what other people are doing, but you have a unique spin on it so you don't get lost in the crowd. We're going to be talking really about how to succeed on TikTok, and all of those same things will apply to Instagram Reels, because they're very strongly trying to take over what TikTok is doing, which means you're looking at figuring out how to do transitions, figuring out how to deliver educational content in an entertaining way set to music. You're going to be talking all about how to ride the wave of success that people are creating, and creating these conversations in a very unique way that is going to be dropped into Instagram Reels as they try to build up their platform to work with this type of content. And because Instagram's brand new to this, and because the users of Instagram aren't necessarily on TikTok, they've got a very steep learning curve. Because I'm in both platforms, I got you covered, and I will give you all the answers, and I'll show you exactly how to do this. Plus, we're going to be talking about how to edit. I know this is one of the big struggles for a lot of people. So if you don't know how to do transitions where you are standing there and all of a sudden you have changed your outfits, your entire look, or maybe you're changing locations, maybe you are doing some interesting flips and turns with your camera and different things to make it look unique and kind of have that edgy spin to it, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how to do that on screen so that you can copy exactly what I'm doing. In fact, over the last 4 days, I have had 3 or 4 videos go viral. I'm talking like 30,000 views in a single day. So I'm going to be breaking down what's working for me, what's working on TikTok, and what's working on Instagram Reels. And as I'm delivering these videos, which are going to be titled toward TikTok, all these things also apply to Instagram Reels, and I will be specifically saying how you can alter it or how you can leverage it on Instagram Reels inside of those videos too. So let me know, are you on TikTok? Are you on Instagram Reels? Which of these are you preferring? Which of these do you want to learn more about? Are you going to be doing both like I am? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you've got questions on any of the social media platforms, I'm getting them answered for you right now. So hit me up with your questions down below. In the next video, we are starting our TikTok series. So we're going to break down exactly how to use the platform, which took me 3 hours to understand. I know it's weird at first, but I will get you there, I promise. I'll show you all the buttons you need to know, and then we're going deep with the content that is successful on the platform and how you can create it in your business as well. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic day and stay inspired.